Hello and welcome to Pocket Flicks. In this video, we're going to be going over all of Gohan's transformations. Everything official and unofficial that has been animated that we could get our hands on is going to be in this video. Last year, we did this video and it was taken down, so we're going to do it in a slightly different format. For the sake of that, this is going to be a reaction video rather than just all the transformations. The transformations are going to be in the background. They've been mirrored. We added film grain, desaturated it a little bit, and played with the audio ever so slightly, hoping that this will be enough to sort of keep it alive on YouTube so that people can enjoy it. But with that said, let's get started, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
It can't be.
So, this is after Goku got that ass whooped in the Saiyan Saga. There's going to be some controversial transformations in this that I'm not sure whether or not people will agree with. Before we continue, actually, let us know in the comments whether or not you think unlocked potential or when Gohan unleashes his rage are considered transformations, techniques, just power-ups. Are power-ups transformations? Are they the same thing? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Level 1,370. Impossible for a kid.
Oh, that number's going up.
It's still going up.
The first time I saw this when I was younger. That's the face of defeat. He just knocked all the fucking wind out of him. Look at that. So, this is actually really interesting because originally Dragon Ball Z was supposed to transition away from Goku and towards Gohan as the main protagonist. Eventually, it transitioned back to Goku because he realized his fans cared more for Goku than they did Gohan. But giving him this hidden anger and power and potential is part of that. And that's sort of why this is in the very first arc in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
Gohan?
Yes, that is your son. Who can guess what this transformation's gonna be?
It must be a full moon.
In case you want to skip ahead, all of the timestamps will be on the timeline. And if there's a problem with YouTube not showing them in the timeline, they will be in the description. Keep in mind that this part is very, very important for later because it's very similar how he goes Oozaru in this scene versus how he goes Beast Gohan later, with sort of the line, then extending the red eyes. Dramatic music is dramatic. I always loved the Oozaru transformations. I always thought they were so cool. It's a shame that they never really did much with it post Dragon Ball Z, like the first bit of Dragon Ball Z. I know that it's a weaker transformation than, you know, going Super Saiyan and whatnot, but that was actually part of what made me really fall in love with the end of GT. Not that I love most of GT, most of it's pretty terrible. But, you know, the fact that they were able to sort of breathe new life into Oozaru with Golden Oozaru and give it, you know, that extra little power up to make it useful again, or at least part of the story or relevant again, is really, really neat. Also, a interesting fact for this scene, for those who know or watch Dragon Ball, and for those who don't, I guess. In Dragon Ball, Master Roshi blows up the moon to stop Goku in his Oozaru rampage at the tournament. now you may be wondering, why is there a moon in Dragon Ball Z if the moon was destroyed? Kami basically cut off Goku's tail and then restored the moon.
This is insane.
Look at that boom. Come on. That's so cool.
I don't understand. Why is this happening?
That's true. Goku transformed into Oozaru in a previous tournament before Piccolo Jr., which is the Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, was even birthed. So he would actually have no idea about this transformation. He hadn't seen it. He wouldn't know really what to do with it. I'm just going to skip a little ahead here. He blows up the moon, and then to, you know. So we're actually skipping ahead because the last scene had Gohan's nudity, which is part of the show and part of the manga. But just for the sake of keeping it a little more friendly on YouTube, cut that part out ever so slightly. Now, let us know in the comments if you think Unleash Potential or Unlock Potential through Guru belongs in this list or not. I need an adult. I am an adult. I think the way the scene was handled in Abridged was just so good.
I have to be strong. If I can't do this, then Dad, Krillin, everyone, I'm going to lose them all.
So, this is actually now going to be Gohan's first transition or transformation into Super Saiyan. It happens in the hyperbolic time chamber, and yeah, it's just a good time. I'm pretty excited to watch this. I haven't watched this since I compiled the video last year, so I'm excited to see this again. This is after Goku shoots the blast at him and he goes to block it. Oh, okay, so I actually included that bit. Perfect. Boom.
Wow. He did it.
Super Saiyan 3 before Super Saiyan 3. Just saying. Now, the difference between this and Super Saiyan 3, obviously, you know, Super Saiyan 3 grows a lot of hair from Goku's shortened hair, but at this point they had been in the hyperbolic time chamber for a substantial amount of time, and Gohan being a half Saiyan, half human, his hair grew long in that period, and so it actually just changed the color of his hair rather than actually adding additional hair. Unlike when he turned Super Saiyan 2.
Gohan, listen.
And now he's struggling to control it. That primal rage, man. See, his hair is almost identical.
Not even Piccolo or the Super Saiyans could turn back the dreadful attackers.
So, a bit of context for this scene now. This is in the Cell Saga during the Cell game. Cell is trying to goat Gohan into unleashing his hidden potential or giving into his anger to sort of goat him into transforming into what Goku claims at the time is going to be strong enough to defeat his perfect form.
With a painful gasp of realization.
Getting that ass
Make
whooped.
for your friends. Meanwhile, Mr. Satan showed a sliver of courage as he answered the bodiless 16's plea.
Let's all just acknowledge that, you know, if Hercule wasn't the world champion, career in baseball. Absolutely. No questions asked.
And threw him into the battle. For the exploded android had one last message for the young boy. Gohan,
The birds.
I do know how you feel, Gohan, but it is not a sin to fight for the right cause, for there are those who words alone will not reach. Let it go. And then, with a swift and fatal step,
Two things that I want to acknowledge. One, if you were there, younger, or, you know, when we were younger and this aired, how hype was it when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2? It was just like insane. Our neighborhood block, we had all the guys around the TV watching this, and you could hear from outside, from the basement, all of us just like, oh! And also interesting that, you know, it kind of looks like there's blood spilling here. Not confirmed whether or not is motor oil or blood, because obviously the androids are built based off of humans, and this is Jiro's son, so maybe he did only the necessary transformations and sort of left the bodily fluids, or if this is, you know, something else. It does look like the blood, though.
Gohan's eyes.
And
light
then
of the gentle android faded. Yet another fighter.
Oh god, that smirk.
Before his death, 16 asked Gohan to protect all the life he loved, to let go
The
of his
birds.
strength and fight. And now
DBC Abridged has ruined parts of this for me.
Cell has pressed it. If there was a final wall, Cell has torn it down. For the gentleness in Gohan has flown away, and the power has
Again,
awoken.
just like
Today on Dragon Ball Z.
this is it. Can we just applaud the voice actor on this performance here? I've done most of the voices for our animated shorts, and like that yelling, oh, that's good stuff.
This is it.
Gohan's releasing his energy.
The screen shake's too good too. You have 2 frames. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Attaboy, Gohan. So, that's it, huh? You are making the same mistake Trunks did, boy.
Context for that. So in a previous scene, for those who haven't seen it or those who haven't seen it in a long time, just a reminder, Trunks essentially, rather than going Super Saiyan 2, which he couldn't do, he basically used like a bulked up, hulked out version of Super Saiyan, which increases your strength, but you lose most of your speed. And then, you know, Cell whooped that ass because he was so slow that he couldn't hit him. So he thinks that he's doing that now.
Don't think you can beat me just by powering up.
Stop it!
Huh?
That's enough! Tell them to stop it!
He just fucking dunked Yoncha.
That's the way. Let it all go.
That grin, it's happening. You know when the hair goes vertical, shit's about to go down, man. Didn't skip leg day.
Incredible. Oh no! This whole place is gonna blow!
It kind of reminds me of the transformation of when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3. And they're all like, he's tearing the world apart! My boy.
I can never forgive you for what you've done.
Back when Dragon Ball characters were buff. My Z fighters are jacked. Oh, that look. That moment when you've realized that you've made a huge mistake. Again, I'm not certain whether or not this would qualify as a transformation. We included it just in case. If you really don't think that this deserves to be on the list, let us know. I'm just going to skip ahead through what I'm guessing is a little bit of dialogue.
The bad guys, but I guess playing superhero is too much in your blood.
Oh, Bulma's voice pitch edited is so bad.
Oh, wow! You really think he could do it?
Gohan, remember, you're talking to a girl who designs and builds space capsules for a living. I don't think any little crime fighter costume is out of my reach.
Thanks, Bulma. You're the best. This is gonna make school so much easier now.
I'm so sorry for the pitch edited audio. It is just a precaution. And even with it, I don't know whether or not it'll actually be enough.
That's it.
Awesome. Hey, can I have one too, Mom?
The Great Saiyaman!
This is just amazing!
Does it fit?
Just make sure you let it.
All I have to do is become a Super Saiyan and believe.
Try believing someplace else.
Not next to me! And this is Gohan becoming strongest. I forgot to mention that all of these clips are done as much as possible in chronological order. And on top of that, these are the first occurrences and not necessarily every scene with the transformation. Like, for example, obviously Gohan is Super Saiyan 1 during the Cell Saga and then becomes Super Saiyan 2. We don't show him going Super Saiyan 1 at the Cell games because his first occurrence of that is in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, as shown in this video. So he now has the power. He is now just about to become Ultimate Gohan. He's just missing that gi. Here it is. Ultimate Gohan is born. Just like Super Saiyan 2 with a hint of Oozaru, here's how you go Beast Mode Gohan. I always thought this was pretty hype. Literally reusing everything from the Cell Saga, but I mean, it was so cool the first time that, you know, giving him some actual power again and purpose in the story. It's kind of nice to see. And here's the fusion between Gohan and Trunks. And Gohan turning Super Saiyan 4. So we don't actually have, I could not find the actual episodes from Superheroes where that happens. Those were the only two animated bits that I could find, so I included them here. I believe this is Leylon, is the YouTuber. I couldn't find this video again. I downloaded this last year and included it in it and credited him. And he actually commented on the video thanking me for, you know, including this in the video. So I'm going to keep it in the video. This is from Dragon Ball AF when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 5 against Frieza's son. Basically, Frieza's son killed Pam. He's holding Pam's corpse in his hands. And he just loses it. Now, the animation quality is not necessarily as good as the rest of the, professional animation done earlier in the video, but for something done by someone else, I actually love the clouds and the smoke on that scene. I hate drawing smoke. It's such a pain. Frieza's son. I do not remember his name. He is from Dragon Ball AF, though. The music is pretty hype. He chose good music for this. They all got that ass whooped by Frieza's son. Oh, this is it. His use of tweened animation's pretty good. Oh, that hair. There it is. With her dying in his arms. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm sure that none of you probably wanted to see me in the video. Again, I'm just doing this so that we could maybe keep the video on YouTube this time. If you like the video at all, or you want to see more content from Dragon Ball Z, I'm going to be doing more animations. I'm actually halfway through doing the animation from the end of, I think it's chapters 103 and 104, or 102 and 103 of Beast Mode Gohan versus Goku Ultra Instinct. And we did use not dubbed, well, partially dubbed. I'm using my voice for Gohan because I couldn't find a good AI model for it, but then I did my voice and threw it as best I could for Goku and Beerus, and I then ran those through some AI models, so that's going to be coming in the near future. The unfinished clip of Gohan turning Beast in that animation is actually live on our channel as a short. If you want, check that out, and if not, check out some of these other videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, actually. And have a great day.